Hi, this is Emily. I know Integral Angel, and I'm going to focus a little bit about depression, being transgender, trying to cope with many difficult issues. Uh, my life has had its ups and downs, you might say. I've been struggling quite a bit lately with my internal needs. Being transgender is very difficult. Suffering from depression is very painful. I just don't know sometimes what the answer is. I just want to be happy, basically. If you break it down simply, I'm just looking to be happy. I don't know if I'll ever find true happiness. I've been in the hospital multiple times for suicide attempts. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I don't know. I love my son and I love my family, but I struggle. Life is a struggle, you know? And no matter how hard you try, sometimes it seems like it's not going to be exactly the way you had hoped or wished. How can you change? How can you find happiness? What does it take? Why is it so hard to cope sometimes? To find your inner happiness, to tap into something that will bring you relief and help you get through the day. We all have a purpose. We all have a reason to be here, to do what we are supposed to. We want to have a voice to be heard with. We want to do what is right and what is proper. Life sometimes holds us back. It brings us down. But we can't function and live if we don't have our life. As much as we complain about not wanting to live anymore, if we don't live, then we don't have life. And sometimes I can't figure out what it is that I need to do to enhance my life so I can feel better about things, so I don't have to contemplate things I shouldn't. I've been hospitalized multiple times for severe depression and suicide ideation. Why? Because I'm transgender? Because I'm depressed? Because I'm not working? Because I'm this close to being homeless? How can you live in a society that is so cruel, that doesn't care about people? How can we exist in a world with so much pain and so much inequity? And I'm considered lucky, though I'm facing mortgage foreclosure. I'm unemployed. I struggle every week to just put food on the table. I struggle with depression. I'm transgender. I've had multiple suicide attempts. I've been in the hospital multiple times. I have a son who struggles with autism. He is, living away from us, far away in a special school because he has trouble adapting. I don't know what to do about these situations that I'm facing. I lost my parents to suicide, both tragically, and one 1990, my mother, and my dad in 2009. And I've gone to that way of thinking on occasion where I felt I couldn't make it anymore, and I've contemplated that, but that isn't the answer. I don't know what the answer is anymore, to be honest with you. If I knew the answer to how to find your happiness and how to live, I would be in a better place. Sometimes when I go to sleep at night, I feel so upset and hurt and depressed that I don't want to wake up. I just want to sleep. Forever asleep. Is that wrong? I don't know. Why do I feel that way? Because I feel depressed. What is depression like? It's hard to cope with. It's a struggle every day. It's a feeling like you can't do anything. Depression affects you in your mind. It affects you in how you do your daily routine. It affects how you interact with people. It affects your outlook on life. It affects how you communicate with others. It affects what you do personally. Dealing with depression, transgender, raising special needs child, facing homelessness, not having enough money, not able to put heat and food on the table, heat in the oil burner and food on the table, not able to cope. Sometimes what do you get when you add all that up? The result may not be such a good result. Doesn't mean I have to come to that point and decide to check out. No. It doesn't mean that. But what it means is that I have a struggle and I'm depressed. And I don't know what to do sometimes. I just want to be happy, you know? I want to see my son do well in life. I want to be happy. Do you know what it's like to feel like you're different and you can't change and you can't live to be the way you truly feel you should? Do you know what that feels like? Do you know what it's like when you feel so depressed you don't even want to wake up in the morning? Do you know what that feels like? Do you feel any way of compassion for someone who goes through these struggles? Does anybody know what it's like to feel like you just want to put a bullet to your head? That you want to call it quits? Because you're just tired and fed up of all the negativity, all of the heartache and pain and suffering and depression. What does life offer? It offers a good amount of things. It offers us love, family, support, friendship, talent, learning who we are. Life also is affected by factors that can bring us up or down. And we are usually finding that we're in a good state of mind, and at other times we feel like we're not such a good example of what it's like to be happy, because we don't know what it's like. We feel down so much, we're depressed, we're filled with anxiety and feeling like we're just lost, where we have no one to turn to, that we're extremely depressed. I feel like life is just going through the motions. What do I feel right now? I feel pain, hurt, struggle, depression, sadness, heartache, loneliness, isolation. I'm extremely depressed. I feel like I don't have any real sense of purpose. I feel totally dejected. I feel like I'm just wandering through life. I don't know why. No matter what I do, what I've accomplished, it's all tempered with my struggles. I know struggling builds character, that we all have to face adversity. I know I'm not the only one to have to face adversity. It's part of life. But sometimes I just feel lost and alone, and I don't know what to do about it. I just want to be happy and do the best I can for my son, my family. I want to be able to provide food on the table, a house to live in. I want to be able to make albums, create, make some financial gain from it all. I want to touch people. I want to speak my voice. I want to be happy. I want to be true. I want to be free. I want to live. I don't want to die. But I am very depressed. And I do feel suicidal at times. But I think that life is like that. I just want to be free and be Emily